But this is a little crazy too. We want to talk about this tonight, man. We want to talk about, and we got to get you on Gambino to talk about this in the chat.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State, going to Colorado, man. This is very controversial in the community, man. Jay Kent, man, you the panelist as far as the sports are concerned, man. What's your thoughts, man, on just Deion, man, and everybody going crazy about this joint?
Yeah, they are.
First of all, man, shout out to Prime.
Facts.
Yep.
I'm just super happy for what he's doing just in general, man. First of all, it's hard enough for black coaches to get in the game as a head football coach, whether it's college football or the NFL. The shelf life is so short.
Yeah.
You only have so many opportunities to coach on like the biggest stage. And you know, I mean, Deion took that opportunity. He's seen it. And and this is no disrespect at all to HBCUs, what I'm about to say, but when drum majors get paid more than some of your basketball and football coaches, that's a problem. That lets you know they don't take sports serious.
Right.
And I get the symbolic nature of Deion saying, "Hey, I'm here to make a change. Like God put me here to make a change." Yeah. But let's be honest though. Who thought he was going to be Eddie Robinson? Nobody thought Deion was going to stay there forever because, for one, HBCUs don't have any type of like athletic budget to where they can afford to keep somebody like Deion Sanders there. Not saying that Deion Sanders needs money, but Deion Sanders also is a competitor. He wants to coach at the highest of the highest level.
Right.
And it's a shame that some of the people who's going at Deion and some of the alumni aren't putting their money where their mouth is. If you want to keep cats like Deion, you need to put some money in the coffers. You know, like them Al Sharpton looking cats with the perm, they going in, but yet I don't see them fighting to get Jackson State money from the Mississippi State government.
They're not doing anything. This is why you come to Fresh Out right here.
I see them doing zilch.
Zero.
The fact that Deion, to me, he gave him 2 years. I was surprised he stayed that long. But
let's be clear, he didn't have to even go there. He could have went to a lower joint.
They had games on the NFL Network and other national broadcasts because Prime was there. So he was doing all he could. Not only that, he had the team out in Jackson when they had that water shortage.
Let's be clear,
doing all kinds of things out in the community.
Yep.
A lot of these cats throwing elbows at Prime. Was they out there in the streets in Jackson doing anything for the community?
Not for the water crisis and not for the alum. Or the not the alum. Well, the alum and the administrators.
That's what I thought. And Deion was actually begging people to come out.
Right.
He was on Twitter every other day begging people to come out to help.
Yeah. Yep.
He made it an event, man. And Miss LB saying she just read that the students are defacing Deion Sanders' mural at Jackson State, man. What you think about that?
Man, like we're mad at the wrong people. And it's unfortunate.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'm sorry that folks are hurt in the HBCU community. You know, most of my family went to HBCUs. I have nothing against HBCUs at all. But this is the slander aimed at this man is wrong. Again,
it is.
I get what he said during his opening press conference, like, you know, he had a calling, God put him there, yada yada yada. I get that, but we got to stop taking things at face value like that, man. Like people talk, man. Like people say things. He was emotional. People say things. I'm not saying he's not to blame for putting that out there, but he said it. But at the end of the day, to me, he's done more for Jackson State than any other alum that I can think of in a long time.
Long
time. Just putting them on that pedestal. They was getting 5-star recruits, people who would never step foot on campus to play football. Not saying like not to go there, but again, when it's about the charades and not about the sports, the band directors and the band, they scholarship money goes further than the football and basketball team. So you can't get mad at Deion for taking that opportunity. You can't.
You can't.
Bieber, what you thinking on that, man?
I support Deion Sanders for his transition to Colorado to serve as their head coach.
A big move.
And I would have supported Prime if he decided to stay at Jackson State instead as well.
Either way.
That's right. He's a God-fearing man. Shout out. But he's, you know, Deion's a God-fearing man, you know, whose maker gave him a direction of not only where to go, but winning and so forth in terms of what's best, not only for his maker, but also what's best for him as a father and a family man as well. So we got to consider that. In addition to which, and now let's go to a coaching career standpoint. Deion said himself in his own words that, or in so many words, that coaches are either elevated or terminated. You know, you're either elevated up or eventually pushed out at some point.
You don't have a lifetime contract as a coach.
Correct.
It's about dubs, and it's about dubs.
That's right. That's
you
right.
Ain't winning, especially if you're a black coach. Oh, your rope is so much shorter. Than the other delegation.
Oh yeah, and let's be clear, as J Camp indicated, this decision does affect a lot of people in terms of their thoughts and feelings. And yeah, we're with some of them, but those unnecessary criticisms, it's just that it's very unnecessary. So I think it's only fair to run through at least
out here wishing him to fail. Like I've seen some.
Some I saw that.
Of a preacher from my hometown, the biggest church in my hometown.
Not the preachers. I'm praying you throw in the towel.
He was going at Deion because
I saw that, man.
That
wishing him to fail.
Yeah, he's a president of an HBCU, and of course he walked that back real quick. When people got on him, like, okay, you a pastor and you wishing another man to fail in life? Come on, fam.
That's the type
of people that make it hard not to root for Deion to succeed.